Hey guys, my name is Ekkeking, and this is Chunkness, and welcome to episode 3 of the One Chunkman Artistry Challenge. So, what we're going to be doing in this episode is we're going to start off by getting 48 cooking, I think. I think that's still what I'm settling for. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just hopping worlds so I can get bowls. So the reason I'm doing this is I'm gonna test how quick the cooking goes. So I'm just gonna get 28 bowls and I'm just gonna fill it up with the ingredients. I'll just mass get them as well, and then I'll just continuously fill with the chicken I've got, and then continuously walk to that little range in Alcarid and see how fast the cooking XP I can get. If the cooking XP is alright, that's what I am going to do. If cooking XP is not that great, I'll probably have to go ahead and, I don't know, buy chickens if you can do that in artistry, or just kill chickens and cook them. I don't quite know what I'm going to be doing. I think 49 is the level I need. Might be 39, I am really not certain. I think 39 sounds good. I'm just gonna think about it because I'm recording this pretty much straight after the last episode, so I've still not made my mind up. So yeah, I'm just getting these balls and hope it's not a massive waste of my time because it's only one a world, so I have to hop each time. Go through the little hop timers because it takes way too long in artistry to hop. I think osrs hopping goes a lot quicker than it does in artistry. But that's just a side note. Anyways, so I'll see you when something other happens, probably when I'm cooking my first bowl of stew. Just dirty cooking on the stews. It's not too bad, so I'll quickly describe what I've been doing. So what I do is I've been getting bowls each run because I want to have some stews for if I ever unlock Recipe for Disaster. So once I've got about 50, I'll just start emptying them. So I've been emptying my burned balls, just getting in my inventory and then just spam click empty, putting them in here. And then what I do is I go to the potato field, I plug a full inventory of potatoes. Then I've been getting the bowls and I fill them with water instantly out. But when I had 14 burned ones and I still had some potatoes, I just emptied them and I filled them up in the fountain over there. So then that's probably what I'm going to be end up doing once I've got enough bowls. I'll get potatoes, grab bowls, fill them up in the fountain, put the potatoes in it, put the chicken in it, cook it with a log, and then do that twice, of course, because you get 28 potatoes. And then repeat. It does seem to be quite fast, because you do get quite a decent amount of XP from it, so I do think this is the way to go. As far as I'm aware, it's the only thing I've got to do in that chunk. It is Alcarid, so I might have some challenges I can do. I doubt it. But yeah, I'll have to have a look into that, and then yeah, we'll be really quickly start um going for another chunk. I think I do need only 39, so I could get 48 with the cheese for the cheese, but it's made from milk. But from the active ingredient of milk, I can the use it to make it into butter. However, I'm not certain if I want to do highest ingredient. So I'm just lost for what I want to do. If I want to the lowest type I can make, which would require me to make a potato with butter, because I can use a milk product with the potato product. However, the cheese is the highest level potato milk product, so that's why I'm thinking about, do I really have to do it? So to me, it's a bit of a I'm a bit lost for what to do. So I think if I don't know, I'll just go for 48 because I mean I'll have passed 39 at that point. So I think that's probably what I'll do. Even if I'm staying in the chunk too long, it doesn't really matter. Something I have started noticing, if I look around me, I like the map, I've started noticing that because we're pretty much in the free-to-play area. And in RS3, not much has been added to these areas. Like in old school, you've got the rooftop agility courses and all that. You haven't really got anything like that in RS3. So it really is confined to the free-to-play skills. And most squares don't unlock me too much content. I mean, some unlock me mining, some unlock me fishing, because I still can't fish. I thought I missed out on that, but no, I still can't fish. So it's like now I'm first gonna start unlocking all the skills, but then once I've unlocked all the skills, I'll have quite a highly level in all of them. So I think once I've got like 30s in all skills, I think I'm really gonna be going very quickly through the free to play chunks. Um, the desert's dead, so there's not much in there, but we've got the Gelfite Queen in there, which is quite close to me. So I've still not decided how I want to do bossing. Do I just need to get one rare drop? I don't think I'll get the pets. I'll not make that a requirement because that's more a tertiary drop to me. Um, but like the Golfite Queen, she drops the Dragon Two-Hander, I think, and the Dragon Chain Body, which yeah would be definitely best in slots for me. So I'd probably have to kill her, but if you go later on into deeper bosses, it could be a whole lot different. There's gonna be a lot of bosses when I unlock them, like for example Araxor. Yeah, I can get a best in slot for all three combat styles, but with him, it takes a very long time and it is a bit time gated of how, because he gets, the more you fight him, the more powerful he gets. So you can't like continuously kill him, which would make progress very slow once I unlock Araxor. So I might just have to let myself get all components once. So I'll have to get an eye, I'll have to get a web, I'll have to get a fang, and I'll have to get each spider like once. So I don't have to. I have to make one of them because I will be able to, but I won't have to get the others. However, I feel like I should still actively try that. I think with stuff like God of War's Dungeon Once, I think I will have to farm for the subjugation, the bandos, the armadillo. It's not really a point in farming um, Saradomin, as Saradomin's sword's pretty useless. The God Sword, I mean, any God Sword is best in slot, in my opinion, because of how it works in RS3. And then maybe it's the armadillo crossbows, but that being said, they're only level 70. So by then, like, if I unlock Dungeoneering and I get Chaotix, I won't have to get best in slots anymore. So that's why I'm conflicted about it, because getting War Priest is different. Because War Priest at tier 75, which I'd have to get at, yeah, it's better than anything Galfat Queen will get me. Just the way it is. Um, there's no other way to look at it. So if I can get the Duska and unlock the War Priest set, I'll have to get 75 defense, which will be annoying. But I wouldn't have to ever kill Golfite Queen because it's better. So that's why I'm really a bit confused. I mean, I'm already at 4 chunks, so I will be unlocking my 4th Blacklist chunk quite early on. And to me, I don't think I'm ready for bossing just yet. So I think the thing I want to do is probably Blacklist that Golfite Queen chunk if I can. Because now that I've unlocked Elcarid, it's a chunk closer. Um, it's getting quite close to me. I know there's 2 chunks now that I'll have a double roll chance on. So I'm probably gonna get one of them fairly soon. So I kind of want to move as far away from the desert as I can. The only other thing I'm conflicted with is Manifos, because the way you get the Manifos in the quest is you get on the flying carpet and you'll instantly be brought there, but you don't have any control of it. So, and I can't get into Manifos without doing the quest. so I don't quite know how unlocking that chunk is gonna go. I'll have to think that probably when I unlock the next Alcrate chunk, because that's when I can do it. And I have to get some desert chunks anyways, but to complete the whole quest line. But I think that's gonna be like dungeoneering, how I can use dungeoneering about to get there, so I can unlock Mana Foss through the quest. So if a quest allows me a transport away, it will be allowed to unlock a chunk. Even though I've now gonna implement the rule that I only need to do a quest if I can finish it, but I can still have the option to start it and not finish it. Because I think at this point I still haven't completed the quest. Because I still can't mill any flour and the other quests require me to go into the swamp chunks. So yeah, I just wanted to clear all that up. And you've kind of seen most of the cooking that I was gonna show off anyway. So I've just been continuously hopping worlds, and then at the end of all of it, I will just fill it up with water in the sink. I'll probably have about 60 stews at the end of this. So meaning next trip will probably be my last trip I'll take of all the hopping. Because I think if I get about 60-ish stews, it'll definitely be enough for the quest. If I ever need to boost to do something, which I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna allow myself to boost to get something. But yeah, I'll just get these stews and then I'll see how quickly I can empty them and all that. Because getting potatoes it's really quickly. You just spam click the floor. This is the thing that takes the time. So if I can massively empty stews, this is gonna go fairly quickly, and getting 49 will be not a problem at all. Which is actually something I haven't set yet. So or have I? No, I've set it at 39. So that's what we're gonna go for first for 39. I think that's what I settled with before, but I think I am just gonna go 48. Don't see why I wouldn't. I don't think making potatoes with butter is gonna be any quicker, because I'll always have to go Alcaret for that. And if I'd want to do that, I think the way I'd have to do that is I'd have to kill cows. I'd have to milk cows. I'd need 14 buckets. So I don't know how I'll get 14 buckets. Fill them with milk, those buckets. Then churn them all into butter to get pots of butter, and then I'd have to have potatoes in my bank already plucked. So I'll have to do 2 trips of that. Then I'll have to put I don't know if I have to bake the potato or put the butter on the potato and then bake it on the furnace. So I don't know if that's quick or not. I'll test it out. If it's got better experience, I'll probably use that method. But yeah, so I've just unlocked a cooking method really with unlocking this chunk. I think when I am near that cooking level, I will literally never have to cook anything. I probably will still cook when I'm fishing, if I ever unlock it, just to get that bit of extra XP. So later on I can do barbarian fishing or whatever, or just do, regular feather fishing to get some quick levels. So yeah, that's a bit of my ideas, what I'm gonna be doing, hoping what chunks I'll unlock, because I could go to Galphite Green and not have those 10 chunks I'm required that I've got set myself. I've talked about in like episode 1. If I didn't know how much I've decided on 10. I'm not certain if I will get, even 10 chunks by the time I'm at Galphite Queen. So it's like, I thought, if you thought that I didn't want the Alcarid chunk because it would unlock me annoying stuff, that wasn't the case. I just don't want to get any closer to Alcarid. And just the more chunks I'm gonna get near the desert, the worse. Because the desert is this place, if you unlock a chunk, you instantly roll the next one until you either hit the Excite Golfite Hive, which I don't know what Exiled Golfite Queen drops. I've already said I'm not gonna do group bossing, so I won't have to do Golfite King. So I don't know what the Excite Golfite Queen would drop. But yeah, so that's like something that's in the way. The regular Golfite Queen's gonna be in the way. The Agility Pyramid, if I don't know, can do that, it will be in the way. the desert is this place where I will just keep rolling chunk on chunk on chunk, and there's just nothing I can really do about it. And I don't want such a place because whenever I will get to rolling a chunk, it's gonna be like, oh, I've got a very high chance of getting a desert chunk, or I've unlocked this chunk. There's nothing in it, so let's roll a new chunk. I kind of want to avoid that as much as I can. So I think going the Ferric way is definitely the good way because it'll unlock me, loads of stuff to do with questing. It'll unlock me mines and all that. So we'll see about that. So yeah, just hoping I will not unlock Coffee Queen anytime soon. And then yeah, I'll talk to you when I've probably reached 39 cooking and seeing how quickly potatoes with butter give me XP, and if it's slow, I'll just continue doing what I'm doing. So there's no easy way of emptying cooked stew, so I've just decided to keep on doing it this way and then see what happens at level 39. It is a bit, I don't know if tedious is the right word for it, but it's not top quality gameplay, I'll tell you that. It's a bit redundant hopping worlds with these balls and then filling them with water, putting the potatoes and the chicken in them and all that, and then cooking them. The annoying thing about it is that this literally takes most of the time, just getting these balls. When you're actually cooking, it goes quite quickly, but it's just this world hopping, it's just annoying. And then if you've got a bad trip and you burn loads of them, it's like, doesn't matter that much because you can empty them very quickly when they're burned. So I guess the positive is you don't lose much time burning, but I do hope that maybe potatoes and butter are better, because if I've got to do this to level 48, I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy that. At the beginning it was alright, but I don't know, I've done about, I don't know, 5 inventories of it, and I know it's not a lot, but it's just starting to, yeah, it's starting to become a bit annoying. It's not the most fun you can have. I've just been, I've been watching some videos and all that, converting some of my files over so I can add them and all that, but yeah, it's not as fun of a time as I've had with the rest of the one chunk stuff, because most stuff is quite fun when you're actually playing it. Like, you've got a challenge to it. You feel very accomplished, like way more than a regular Ironman. But this, I don't know. I can tell you that this isn't it. I had a more fun time hunting imps, and with this I know it's here. Just because when I was hunting imps, that is all I was doing. Just needed the imps to, like, crafting is pretty much instant. But with this, it's like, oh, you gotta get the balls. It's one a world. Then you've gotta fill it up with water. Then I've gotta run to a bank. I run to the one in the combat arena because it's closest to the potato field. Because I know I could just go all the way upstairs and probably do it slightly quicker. Now that I think about it, but not too big of an issue. And just do the whole filling it up with water and all, filling it up with potatoes, then filling it up with chicken, then filling the rest up with potatoes and chicken, then lighting a log, then cooking them all, then emptying all the empty ones. If I've got 14, I kind of do usually another inventory, but then I go straight to the fountain with potatoes in my inventory to save just a little bit of time. And it's just a bit of an annoying grind. It's not like I said, it's not like the other grinds where it's a bit of fun. Because even with the spiders, when I'm hoping for that, I was getting combat XP. I was getting loads of levels. Because I'm over 500 now. I've just not been keeping up with that anymore. Uh, it was quite alright. I was getting defense levels, I was getting magic levels. When I was doing imps, I was getting prayer levels. Sometimes I had to go in between and pickpocket the hand members of Fred, which, yeah, was the most annoying part of the whole thing, but it made it different. This is literally the same continuous loop, and it's not a fun loop. Like, I might be able to quick eat all the balls and make it quicker that way, but I know you can't just continuously eat. You can empty like 20 balls in a tick, but you can't really eat that much because you can only eat once every tick. So I'm hoping to be done with this cooking grind as fast as I can. So it's made me think about the whole ingredients thing of, is 39 enough? Is 39 not enough? So yeah, I don't quite know. Yeah, just a little update on that. That this is definitely very annoying to do. At least it's the only thing in this chunk. So yeah, I'll probably be back at 39 cooking, seeing what I'll decide to do with the whole rules and all that. So the loop's just gotten bigger. I've only got 25 chickens left. I've got these 10 which I'll cook as well. So I can still do one regular trip, but after that I'll also have to, yeah, I'll have to start killing chickens. Another thing I noticed is I was picking up bread doughs when I was killing goblins, so I might make them all into the bread. See how much XP I can get from it. That doesn't sound like too bad of an idea, just to get rid of that, because they'll give about 30 each. So I've got a good, 3k, almost, pretty much almost 6k XP there, so about 5, which will get me closer to 39. So I think I'm just gonna get on that and get that done and just see if doing potatoes with butter is any better. Um, I didn't think I was gonna run out of chicken, to be perfectly honest. I thought I was gonna have thought of loads of chicken. I thought I've got hundreds of chicken from doing the other chunk, but I had about 180, I think. But you burn quite a lot of stews at the beginning. So yeah, I'm gonna see what this is. Probably cook all the bread. See if I can even use the furnace, because otherwise all I can do is useless. And then yeah, hope that potatoes with butter is a good thing, and then start doing all that. Hope it's good XP and all that. Guess it was an achievement as well, cooking bread. So that's done as well. Just at 38 cooking. Might not sound too exciting because I always said 39, but 38 is actually butter. It's at 38 you can combine it with potato. So don't know if I'm just gonna test out butter making, see if that gives any good XP. Probably not, because still got quite some bread left. I get 40 XP, so it's more than I thought. So I assume with the bread I've got, I'll be able to get level 39, and then we'll just, maybe not, but we'll see if we can get it, and then we'll just go ahead and make some butter, put it on the potatoes and all that, and see how much XP that gives, and then see if we'll get to 48 or not, because it's still not decided about the ingredients, because this is quite a fast grind, even though it's an annoying one. So if we make this butter, we'll get 39 cooking. There we go. So we can now put the butter on the potatoes. So let's give that a shot. How much XP does that give me? 40. So cooking the potatoes isn't the best XP. However, um, getting the butter and then putting the butter on is 40 XP each. So, do I need any quests? No. So sorry, I'm going off track there. I don't know what's better, Because the stews is 120, and I don't know if it'll get any better if I have to unlock the if I have to kill chickens, and then I have to go as far as to I'll have to go as far as to kill the chickens, cook the chickens. Then I'd need to. What is that gonna work now? Then I'd need to um get potatoes, get bowls, put the water in them, put the potatoes in the bowls, put the chicken in the bowl, and then cook it. So I don't know what would be quicker. I know I need to get 14 buckets if I wanna do it proper. Um, so I'm not certain in what I want to do there. So I might have a think about that. I might take 7 buckets with me and then pluck 14 potatoes and then milk the cows, make them with the butter, put them on the potatoes, do that again, and then bank. Don't quite know how I'm gonna do it. I might just pluck 100 potatoes and see what that'll bring me, and then go from there. After getting a good 520 potatoes that I need to get 48 cooking, um, I thought, I'm just gonna check the general store to see if I can, buy buckets, that I don't have to hop worlds just to get 14 buckets. And look what I see. Bowls. See, if I'd known that, I probably would have been done by now. Because I would have just bought bowls, filled them with water, potato, chicken. I am such an idiot, but, I'm just gonna continue doing this because, I've got the bowls now. So I'm just gonna bowls. Just got potatoes now, so yeah, I'm a bit annoyed with that. So now I just gotta, milk a cow 520 times and then churn it about 520 times. So I might have made a massive mistake there in time wise, but yeah, I could have just bought them the whole time. So we've just hit 48 cooking, which means we've achieved everything for this chunk. So I've just got to use the cheese on the potatoes. There we go. That's what we need to do to finish this chunk. I've checked there's no achievements I can do in Alcared. So I'm just going through a new chunk at this point. Right, so we've got a chunk map in front of us. I've already numbered all of them from 1 to 10 the way I've been doing it. If I've got 2 adjacent chunks, I got multiple numbers. So yeah, we'll just go to random.org, generate a number, number 6, which is this chunk right over here, South Lumbridge. I think that unlocks us quite a bit, and unlocks us some quests we can complete, and unlocks us the catacombs, which I think has got bet in it, so we've got more crafting to do. Centers if we ever get it, and we get a mine, so and we get a way of training fishing, so it's quite a lot in this chunk, so yeah, that's quite good. So I've checked out the mine. There's only copper and tin in it, meaning we only have to get 9 smithing, I think it is, because at level 10 we unlock iron nowadays. Yeah, so I think I need to get 9 just to get the bronze armor, because that will be best in slot melee for me. For the rest, I've got some tasks to do, got some quests to finish up, quite a few actually. And then I've got to look in the catacombs to see what's in there. If the bats in there do drop guaranteed batwing, I'll have to get batwing armor and 30 defense, but in the end, that's not too bad of a grind because we've been doing that. Only getting thread again is going to be a bit of a pain. So after doing the mining and smithing grind to get the bronze full armor, I thought I'll just get 10 smithing, which got me to 12 mining as well. Now I'm starting fishing because the main lumberage chunk I started in has got a lure fishing spot, and I have to catch the highest tier fish I've got, which is salmon at level 30. So I've just got to get level 30 fishing, probably just get 5 on this, then move on to bait fishing, and then move on to fly fishing from there. I don't know if I'll cook the fish. I'll see about that. Don't know about these shrimp. They'll probably not give me any good XP. But I know there's like a tree right next to the other fishing spot because it's with the goblins. And then after that, I don't know if I'm going to do achievements yet or quests, because those are the only really skill grinds I think I've got to do here. I've got to check the bats in the catacombs, but I hope they don't have 100% drop of Batwing. Wouldn't be too bad. It would mean I'd have to get 37. Grafting is just effective getting some more thread, which is the annoying bit. If anyone's wondering, the fisherman here can get me to the fishing trawler, which is a tertiary way of training, so I don't have to do it to get the pieces of the fisherman outfit. So yeah, that's why I'm not doing that. So just at 30 fishing, which means the fishing grind for this chunk's over. I also got a salmon and a pie, because those are requirements for the chunk, because one's the highest fish and the other's for an achievement. Now I just need to do the catacombs stuff, so I need to get the mask you get from completing it done in all the jade statues. I don't think it's required, but I'll do it anyways. And then I think I need to get a holy symbol, an amulet of magic, an amulet of defense, as that would be my best in slot prayer necklace, best in slot magic necklace, and best in slot defense magic. And then I've got an achievement here that I unlocked by doing all the quests. So we got all the statues and the mask pieces. I didn't make a little mistake with it. I was thinking I didn't have mask part 3, but it was 2, so I was killing the wrong mobs the whole time, which I only realized a lot later, which was a bit annoying. But yeah, I've completed that now, so that's another achievement done, and then I can just turn these statues in for some money. And then I also got the holy symbol. I still got the sapphire and amulet of power to go, but I don't know if they actually drop them, because the wiki and the fandom had the wrong mobs for the mask parts for me, so I'm not so certain they actually drop it at this point. So I'll just have to check it out, because I've killed quite a few of them and I've still not gotten anything. Well, by now I thought I would have at least gotten one of the two. So after quite the grind on the Scoblins for the Amulet of Defense, and then after that on the Warp Bats to get the Amulet of Magic and get some tertiary Batwing, I finally got both the Amulet of Defense and the Amulet of Magic that I needed for best in slots. Because these are best in slot strength and ranged. I guess defense as well, but that doesn't really matter. And then this is the best in slot magic. I've been training crafting as well a little bit on the spiders. That's why I've got 32 because they drop loads of threat and they're like the bats drop like 48 at a time, which is really good. The thing is, the Batwing, when I look at it, they drop it tertiary, to which I thought, well, they're the only thing that could drop it in the game. So I might make it self-mandatory for me to craft it. But then I noticed that when I looked at the other bats, they drop it as a main drop, so it's a secondary. So it is a tertiary, so I don't actually need to make Batwing. However, I think I'm just gonna do the extra grind before I roll a chunk, probably. And then I'll roll the new chunk after that. I need 35 only, or 36, because the Batwing crafting is a bit different from the Empire and Spider Silk, how it's every level. And yeah, I'm pretty much capable of rolling a chunk now, so you'll either see me get in the full Batwing gear or see me rolling a chunk next. I got quite lucky again with the circus being in one of my chunks, because usually it spawns all over Gillinor. And I've been quite fortunate of it being in the Elkrid chunk and now in the Lumbridge chunk. You can see it in the background of the previous clip actually. So I'm quite fortunate with that I can do it again, get some easy magic levels, some range levels, and more importantly agility levels. So yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, let's get to rolling a chunk. So I've decided to not do the whole, if I've got multiple adjacent chunks, of multiple numbers to roll on, I've just decided to do each number once. Reason being that if I've got multiple numbers, I'm kinda gonna expand out instead of maybe going random pathways. And I'd rather have random pathways and gradually expand one area to a bigger area. So that's my reasoning behind that. So yeah, let's get to it and roll a chunk from 1 to 7. And set up here, we're generating 1. So what is 1? 1's the chunk up here with the lodestone and Varrock. So I'll check it out, see if there's anything new, and then maybe we'll instantly roll new chunk if there's nothing new, because I don't unlock too much. I know all I've got to do is unlock the lodestone. And that's yeah, pretty much it for that, I think. But yeah, I'll let you know. Right, so what's new in this chunk? So I've unlocked the lodestone, which is new. I've got the little dark wizards area here, which I'll have to check their drop tables, but I doubt they'll drop me anything better. I'll have to check out what this quest portal thing is. I know you can get some rewards here. There's a quest up there called Benedict's World Tour, which I can't do, because it requires me to go over the map. And there's a Gower's quest, which is fully instanced. But I need 34 quest points, so I can't start it. The only thing I've got to do is pickpocket this Master Farmer. So I've got to get 38 even, so we can pickpocket the Master Farmer, and then that's the end of the chunk, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if there's anything special over here. No, there's not really, so I'll have to check out the Dark Wizard's drop table, and then just be able to pickpocket this Master Farmer, and that's pretty much it for the chunk. There's not really much in it. So we got ourselves 38 thieving. I also got 35 crafting. I made myself the Batman armor. What I did for thieving was I just went into this thieving guild and just opened the doors there because it's much better XP than anything else. I was aware these doors were 35, and I could have potentially gotten that for previous chunk, but you can't get a lockpick, so that's why I can't do that. So we're done with that now, so we can roll a new chunk. So we got a chunk map in front of us, ready to roll a chunk. I've numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because those are all the chunks I can get to. I've had a look in some of these chunks. I know I don't want chunk 6. I thought it was going to be an easy chunk, but there's something in there. If I roll it, I'll say what it is that will severely stop me from progressing. Um, Chunks 2 and 3 aren't that bad, just some mining grinds to do, I think. Probably 2, not even a mining grind, 3 is. 4 is a that chunk. I don't want to unlock 5 because I don't want to get closer to Calfat Queen. 7 gets me closer to the Wizard's Tower, which is going to be an insufferable grind as well, so I'd rather stay away from that. However, 7 itself would be too bad. Another reason I don't want it is because it would unlock me Divination, which could lead me in some struggles later on. 8's alright. 8 will let me finish Cook's Assistant. That's pretty much it. It would unlock me the onion, but I've already got the cooking grind done. Nine's not bad. Again, I think maybe a little mining grind. And one, I think one unlocks me some best in slots for armor, but I might be able to equip it all. And for the rest, I'll have to have a big look in that one, but I don't think there's anything new in there. So yeah, we'll roll a new chunk. I need to number it 1 to 9 and generate. And we generated chunk number 8. That's this chunk right over here, which is not too bad. That unlocks me the flour mill, which means I can now complete the cook's assistant quest. There's a mine here. I've got to see if it's actually still there on the map, because this is still a little bit different than the actual map. See what's in there, but yeah, chunk 8, not a bad chunk. So it doesn't look like there's anything new in this chunk except for getting the fine flour, which I got. I also need to get regular flour for an achievement. Come on, fill that up, please. Why are you not? Of course, you're not working right now. Right, so I can't do that until I've completed the quest. That's a bit annoying. So yeah, that's failure, great way to start off a clip, but I'm not gonna redo it. I don't know what the crater is. I actually think it's out the chunk. For the rest, I needed to mine some clay here, 'cause that's part of the achievements. And then Beefy Bill's still there, which he can bank stuff, which is an achievement as far as I'm aware. So let me talk to him. Yeah, I want you to bank things for me. Yeah, alright. What do you mean? They transport cowhide? Alright, that was a bit odd. Guess it's a quicker way of doing that, but yeah. Let me just bring in this flour with the cook, and then we'll just. I won't have to show you that because it's not too important. I'll just have to grind this flour so I can complete that achievement, and then yeah, we'll roll a new chunk again because that's literally all there is to this chunk. So yeah, guess we'll be rolling another chunk, and then that's probably the end of this episode. So let's bring it in. Giving it him, so that should mean. Come on. Cook's assistant completed, giving us 5 quest points, so we're on our way to 34 for the Cowers quest that we have unlocked in a chunk. So yeah, I'll probably now just grind that flour and then you'll see me rolling a chunk next. Right, so I've expanded the chunk map, so now we're also capable of unlocking this chunk here, which will unlock me a lodestone. Unlocks the lodestone network of kind of a little bit, which means I kind of got to teleport on all the corners of the map I can go to. It probably unlocks me a few more achievements, but outside of that, it unlocks me Death, but he's not going to be able to give me any tasks really. So 8's quite a dead chunk, which if I can get around it, I get into Falador. I guess that will be quite nice to get the ports to Rim. Again, 9's a good chunk, and then as long as I don't roll 6, I'm quite happy to be fair. So yeah, let's get to it. Generate chunk, and we generated 1. So that is the top Farag chunk. So yeah, we'll see what we get in there next episode. So we've made quite a lot of progress in this episode. We unlocked quite a few chunks. We're now into Varrock as well. But with that, I'm calling it an episode. My name is Ekkeking. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see all you guys in the next episode.